I am very interested, though, in our next match, which is going to be CR Dragon and PND Madzin. So, these guys have played online quite a bit, and I believe it was mainly they sort of ran the Grandmaster and Tarkan matchup. Now, that obviously is not a particularly good matchup for Grandmaster. We do know that Madzin can play other characters. Yes, exactly, and Grandmasters is sort of what #1 go-to, but Madzin has the benefit of playing so many characters at a decent level, which he's also added Shotgun Jackie to that as well quite recently for this tournament, so we might see that, but he plays so many characters at a high level, and he has actually gone to Hidden Cursor before in tournament, just to not let you know, and I didn't even know, hang on. Alien. How long have we had an Alien cosplayer here? That's brilliant. Where'd he come from? Or was it she? I don't know. Well, moving on. I hear they finally turned up. They finally turned up. Now, this kind of foreshadowing for the matchup we're about to see. We could very well see two of those cosplayed characters in this next match. We could do, because Madzin, he can hide his cursor, he can go Kotal Khan, multiple variations, Grandmaster Sub-Zero. We've seen Shotgun Jackie he's been playing a bit of as well. Jason he's picked for Melina. Like, if there's one thing he's shown is that he is willing to learn an entirely new character to the best of his abilities for a single matchup. Now, he knows that Dragon's going to be here, so do you think he prepared something for it? Well, I think the reality is, if Alien is such a popular character and you know that the strongest Alien player on the planet is here, and they're in your path as well. I mean, if you're confident about winning matches, you don't just prepare for your first opponent, you prepare for who you would fight later on, you know. So I think the fact that you know an Alien's here and you play Grandmaster, which, you know, has a little bit of a hard time, you're going to have to be ready for that. Either the matchup itself with your Sub-Zero pick, or an entirely different character because you don't even want to handle a bad matchup. Now, but we know that Dragon is 100% going to stick with this, with Alien. Oh yeah, like sure. It's only going to be Tarkan. He's played Katana before. I know he says he's a fan of the character, but he's only really played her once, or I mean, maybe max twice in the Pro League. It's definitely, Tarkan is what he's known for at this point. And Madzin, again, multiple character specialists, so we'll have to wait and see, but who would you go with? Out of all of Madzin's characters, who would you go with? Honestly, I think I'd do Shotgun Jackie. Yeah? Yeah. If I was confident in my shotgun at this point, of which, for those of you that probably you've never seen his shotgun before, but his shotgun is very strong. Using it in the sort of the casuals in preparation for this event constantly. He's been using Jackie, I think, more than any of his other characters. But also online, and stuff. Get Madzin does stream, he plays in other people's streams, and he's always been there, being very dominant, being very aggressive and powerful. With this character that, you know, seemingly out of nowhere, but he just actually has quite a decent Jackie at this point. And decent Jackie is scary enough in a tournament setting. I think, look, when it comes to picking a character, it's not that I would pick a certain character, it's that I wouldn't pick Sub-Zero. However, he could do. He has won with Sub-Zero in a bad matchup before. He's fought players like, you know, he's fought players like T-Master in Hype Spotting, who just tried so hard to counter-pick his Sub-Zero and just couldn't do it. And he is going to go with it. He's confident. Now, this is... We said this in the very first match, right? Dangerous. Potentially very dangerous. If you go with a character, like, you potentially throw a game away in a set, or you win that first match, and then you cannot be counterpicked. If you consider this a bad matchup for yourself and you win it, you say to yourself and you prove to yourself, this matchup is good for me. It might be a bad matchup generally and character to character on paper, but I can beat this. But let's not forget, the reason this matchup is kind of tricky is because Alien, and just like that, one of the characters in the game that just does not care about that clone in the slightest. Oh, good bucket for Madzin, but is going to get tagged by the low. Being very patient right now, but Madzin has got the 2 bars, but Dragon's building so much meter on this chip damage, and the chip damage is adding up tick by tick. I mean, he actually hasn't been hit by a full BNB, and just look at the damage he's taken. This is the first time he's been tagged by a full combo, and he was already 25% life down. Dragon hasn't got any bar, but he's going to build that very quickly if Madzin just doesn't challenge any of this block. Goes to the overhead, we never really see that, but goes to 50-50. No, catches the standing 1. But it's mainly because Dragon knows that the fair majority will block the low or try and backdash. So the overhead was a way to not only catch you blocking low, but if you try and backdash on anticipation of the low delay, the overhead catches. Now that right there is why this is considered a bad matchup. Alien's tail goes straight through the clone, making it one of the easiest characters to punish it with consistently in the entire game. Oh, and he gets the grab though, but I mean, Grandmaster is Grandmaster. When you corner them, you corner them, that's it. And like, Tarkan doesn't have access to a teleport or anything. Like, he's got good mobility, but it's all straight ahead of him. And he goes straight into a clone, and that's going to be dangerous, especially if Madzin follows up with a normal to break that armor. Now that's some Tom Brady tech right there. Madzin's seen the video. He knows. He knows how to go over it. No, it's good matchup knowledge, and I like the way the community of these characters come together to try and lab these bad matchups. Oh yeah. Madzin has a life lead, but has lost the corner. Now this is where it gets really dangerous though. Oh, he did try and jump out. He's going to get tagged. No meter to follow up, but I mean, he's sitting on 3 bars. This is dangerous. Oh, and he gets hit by the overhead again. Oh, and he's hit by the 50-50 again. He's sitting on 3 bars, but completely unable to use it. Oh, whips a punch, and that's going to be it. Madzin unfortunately drops it at the end there. Dragon takes full advantage of the mistake. Now, the thing is, he had him in the corner, but that one time it didn't work out, Dragon got out, you know, and the second Dragon was not in the corner anymore. That's where it got tricky. You know, that's where it's hard to do it. You can see that he's trying to stick with Sub-Zero, I think, for more of a comfort pick situation. You know, like we said, we've seen them win bad matchups before, but I just think with this much money on the line, you don't want to give someone a free win if the matchup is that bad. It begs the question, like, why stick to it though? Like, if you have access to a character that does better and you're confident, maybe that's it. Maybe Madzin's not confident in his character. Maybe he's not confident that his Jackie can do it. That's the thing is, if you're not confident in some of your characters now, in this situation, when you're one game down already and there's so much to play for, that's quite dangerous. That's a dangerous mindset if you're not confident in all of your picks. But there's only one way to get used to a character in a tournament setting, and that's use them in a tournament setting. Oh, he actually has gone for Shotgun Jackie, but a clean jump in from Dragon to start things off. That's going to be a nice chunk of damage. Is that 40%? Nearly? 39. Close to. Close to. Oh no, and he tries to do something on Wake Up, getting tagged by the meaty string. Let's get the reversal. Nice reversal through the first hit. But I mean, again, this is a pace that Dragon is going to dictate. He has all the bar, he has all the meter. Madzin really has got to go in. And Dragon, with the long limbs, you know, no zoning as such, but being able to keep Jackie at arm's reach with those long normals. But as long as you're on the ground, like, Alien has that threat of the back three. Like, super, super long. Oh, no, it doesn't block the overhead after that. Oh, doesn't go into low shotgun. I don't think Madzin was actually ready for that next, so he goes for the high shotgun instead of the low shot. Gonna get tagged. That's gonna be a full combo. Dragon is gonna take round number 1 in game 2. Awesome stuff. Dragon doing well for himself. Madzin stuck behind the corner, but has access to loads of bar. And shotgun just needs that one touch. Could this be that touch to take the round? That is, I mean, let's not forget of just how heavy of a touch of death character she is. Right, that's gonna be one hit. He has one more bar. This could be one more mix-up. Good block there. Nice block in the overhead. Oh, nice backdash. Oh, catch him as well. There's the confirm to the full combo this time. Goes to damage. He's leaving standing. Yes, he is. One more touch. Can take the round. And that is going to be it unless Dragon breaks. Oh, goes for Unbreakable. Doesn't even give him the chance to. But in that situation, would you have wanted him to break? Would you want to bait that break and make him make the mistake of wasting 2 bars? You're fighting an alien with 2 bars of meter and you have nothing. So that's a risky situation to be in. If you could have prevented it by making him break in the previous round. Just 1 bar on the combo. Gets himself a nice 29%. Good life lead. Oh, nice block on the overhead, but I mean, the mix-ups are still coming. I wonder if that could have been punished. I believe that is slightly unsafe. Oh, he's going to get hit by the full 50-50 in the corner. One more touch is going to take him 2 games down. Oh, he tried to do something there. I'm not sure that was intentional, but either way, going to get chewed up, and Madzin 2 games down on Dragon now. This is a very dangerous situation to be in. You have 1 game to pull it back. Your favorite character, your main, struggles against this character, and maybe you feel like your Jackie is not ready for tournament play. Kotal Khan, his other character, I mean, his main variation of Kotal Khan is Blood God, and again, if you're playing Blood God Kotal, you still have to hold all of that record pressure. But that's it, Blood God doesn't have the armor, so what does Blood God do in this situation? I mean, that's it. Like, this seems like quite a tough position for Madzin to be in. If you're looking at matchups, like, I know it's always, there's a player on the other side of the controller. It's not always about character versus character, but sometimes you just can't avoid that situation. And right now, Dragon is 2-0 up, Madzin has 3 games left to do, and he's gone for Grandmaster. So he's got to win 3 games in a row with Grandmaster to stay in winner's bracket. It feels like Alien is quite a bad matchup for Madzin at this point. The characters he's the most comfortable with just don't have a good time against this character. He does play well, but I mean, the reality is, Dragon is going to be familiar with these characters as well. I mean, he gets games in with players of all these characters also, so it's not an unfamiliarity thing. Madzin has a slight life lead, but I'm not quite sure how long that's going to last, especially when he gets a touch like that, just like that. Dragon brings it back towards him. He's sitting on almost 3 bars of meter, but I mean, if you're in the corner, again, Madzin is just eating a lot of just meaty strings in general. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Nice reversal. Now, the reversal slide in that situation is going to be a good trade because it's going to put him in the corner. It's not going to hurt, but it is going to corner him. Gets the 1-2 into clone. That's not going to be a good jump back and prediction by Dragon. In Madzin's head, goes for the corner repositioning as well, spends the bar, nice damage, and he has the whole screen behind him. Oh, and he tries to jump. I mean, in that situation, the chip was going to do it, and you're just going to give him meter. Trying to escape was a good option, but unfortunately, he finds himself match point down. Dragon, 1 round away from moving on. And another clean jump in. Oh, block slide. No, I just think Madzin's kind of checked out at this point. He seems to just be out of options. Getting caught in the corner again. What's the mix-up? Oh, catches the interrupt, but doesn't commit. I'm not sure if he was confident. And again, he's not going to go in for the clone, though, because Dragon's going to punish the back 1-2 into clone easily. Oh, tries to get him, but not enough. Gets the overhead, gets a slide at least, a little bit of damage. Not a full combo, but no, just gets hit by a wake-up string. Unfortunately, was stuck in the recovery of his own string. He's going to go for the punish, though. He's going to put Dragon in the corner. He needs to make this next corner sequence count. Otherwise, he's going into the lower bracket. Stops it. Oh, and there's the armor. But it's... Oh, there gets the low as well. This could be it.
Yeah,
that's game over. That's game over right there. Madzin's going to lose 3-0 to Dragon. He's going to go into the lower end of the bracket. I don't think he's going to be happy about that one. No, I mean, it's a tough situation, right? Like, if your character's just... I mean, I'm sure Jackie could do well against Alien, but it's just something you have to be used to. Like, I'm sure, like, obviously, we've got Sonic Fox coming up to the plate right now, but it's I don't know. There is only one way to get used to using one of your new characters, and that's to do it in a tournament setting. Even if it is not ready, but you have to try at some point. Well, if you're going to play Blood God Coat or Grandmaster sub, I mean, they're not going to do much against Alien, right? So if your only other option is Shotgun Jackie, but you don't feel it's ready in tournament, I mean, you've got to give it a go, because you're gonna be a kind of like the victim to that character if you don't try something else. So Madzin's still in. He's in loser's bracket now, but Dragon is going to advance in this winner side, doing really, really well for himself, where I believe he's going to be fighting Scar? Well, let's not... Yeah, I mean, that would be the next match coming up in the higher end of this bracket, Scar versus Dragon. That's going to be really interesting. But our next match is going to be Sonic Fox versus Beyond Toxin.